Welcome to the 6th dancer video. Uh, I'm sorry. So this one has a subtitle. So this video is about Ed Watson of the Royal Ballet, and it is subtitled, well, the title is Ed Watson, subtitle is Goddamn Magic. Oh god, my best friend cracks me up. Just whenever we talk about Ed Watson, I swear we're always like, Ed Watson, he's goddamn magic. Yeah. So I don't forget, as always, there will be a blog with clips, interviews, and articles all about Ed Watson. I highly recommend looking it up. My blog link is in the... What the hell do you call that on Instagram? On my link tree in Instagram. So, Ed Watson, who is goddamn magic. He's mesmerizing. I know I've said this about pretty much every dancer. He disappears into roles to the point where you do not recognize him. He just... Oh my god, I can't even really describe it. It's just... I know that's Ed Watson, but it doesn't seem like it. He is such an emotional, the way he emotes, it's extraordinary. There aren't words to describe it. Every move, every line, it says something. Sometimes it seems otherworldly, to be honest. He's just, I can't even really, it's one of those things you really have to see it. And I know I've said that before too, and I know that's kind of lazy to say, but you just really need to see Ed Watson dance. The first thing I ever saw him in was the Royal Ballet's The Metamorphosis, and I don't even remember how I came across it. I love Kafka's work. I don't watch adaptations of Kafka's work because too many people focus on the weird aspects and not on the humor, and Kafka was fucking hilarious. That dude was fucking funny. So I watched The Metamorphosis. It was okay. It was interesting. It wasn't one of my favorites, but it was interesting. And I cannot tell you, I was just mesmerized by the redheaded dancer who played the main character, who turns into a bug or a vermin of some kind. And I will remember this till the day I die. I was writing to my best friend about it, and I was like, yeah, it was interesting. I couldn't take my eyes off this redheaded ballet dancer. Her immediate response, instant response, was it Ed Watson? I was like, I don't know. She's like, it was Ed Watson. I guarantee you, it was Ed Watson. I was like, you can't know that. She's like, no, it was. I'm almost certain it was Ed Watson. I was like, have you seen it? No. So we looked it up, and yeah, it was Ed goddamn Watson. Yeah. So that's funny. She's not gonna like that I said that. Oh well. Sorry, bestie. Anyhow, Ed Watson dances a lot of dark roles. He doesn't try to make characters sympathetic. Dark characters, he doesn't attempt to make them sympathetic, which actually makes you care about them. And I've always found that really fascinating. Since my best friend pointed that out to me, I was like, I've been looking at a couple of clips of him dancing. I'm like, wow, yeah. You really do care about them because he doesn't try to make them sympathetic. He originated the role of the White Rabbit in Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. And the pictures are fucking great, and I love them. Ed Watson has a tendency to dance characters who are always just a little off from normal. And it's really interesting, and I love it. Oh, I love Ed Watson's so great. he's really, 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 really good at portraying vulnerability. Vulnerability. That is a hard word to say, people. Ed Watson is really good at portraying vulnerability. And I like that. Um, his characters always have a certain amount of strength, which usually exists inwards. Uh, he Watson has this natural intensity. But it's not like the eye-rolling, broody intensity of that a lot of fedora-wearing misogynists have, like that bullshit. His is natural, and it's part of what draws you into the performance. And I think he's aware of it, and that's why it works so well, because he's aware of it and he uses it perfectly. Yeah. He also has very, 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 very expressive eyes. And I'm very strange. I notice people's eyes. Watson has the best eyes. He's naturally charismatic. I could watch him dance anything. I declare it. I could watch Ed Watson dance any goddamn thing. My best friend and I were talking about him, and that's where I got a lot of these notes. I have her permission. I had her permission to take notes. So yeah. But we were talking about how he's very otherworldly. But he's the otherworldly finding cautionary tales. And it's really cool. He performed in the closing ceremony of the London Olympics, and he was awesome. He and Gary Davis. I think that's Gary. Okay. Yeah. That was really something. That'll be in his links. I specifically chose Ed Watson for Wanda Maximoff Week. And I described it as I told my bestie the reason why I did it because 1, redhead. 2, he's goddamn magic. And 3, he's able to portray grief in a similar way to Elizabeth Olsen, whereas he doesn't need to say anything. It could just be like a split second expression. They're very good at expressing grief through silence. And through body language, and it's amazing. Ed Watson has also been knighted. Surprising no one. Watson has since retired from performing, and now he will be coaching at the Royal Ballet. There's a term for it that I'm not even going to attempt to say because I will make a complete fool of myself. Not that I haven't already, but yeah, I'm not even gonna try it. I think it's a French term. I guarantee you right now, my best friend is probably screaming at her laptop because she has said it a number of times, and I cannot remember. I honestly cannot remember, but yeah, Ed Watson is just God. He was there's going to be a clip in his links when he danced Leontes for The Winter's Tale, my all-time favorite ballet. He portrayed the most accurate portrayal of jealousy that I have ever seen in my life. And to this day, I can watch that clip and I'm like, I see what he's doing. I don't know how he's doing it though. I don't know how it's so accurate. And oh my gosh, I was just in awe. Yeah, that was one of the first clips. You know, before I knew who Ed Watson was, I think that was the first thing I ever saw him. I think my best friend showed me a clip, and I was like, "Wow, that's impressive," because that's jealousy right there. And then I saw the Metamorphosis, and I didn't realize that was Ed Watson. Oh, I love that. That's just oh God, Ed Watson's amazing. Yeah, I will miss watching him perform, but I look forward to watching him coach. So yeah, Ed goddamn Watson. As always, there will be a blog with a better quality video. and with links to clips and interviews and articles, and it is extensive. Thank you so much to my bestie for collecting all of that, and also for going over it and making sure that it was all in order. Yeah, my best friend's amazing. Yeah, Ed Watson, definitely. Go to my blog, look up the links, look up some performances. Yeah, and also he's always great in interviews. So yeah, that's Ed Watson. All right, thank you. Bye.